We will continue to be your single source of truth. Everything else you see, a grain of salt. Unless you hear it from us, it is not the truth.
In terms of the vaccine mandates, I acknowledge that it was a challenging time for people, but they ultimately made their own choices. There was no compulsory vaccination, people made their own choices.
People who have been vaccinated will want to know that they're around other vaccinated people.
This is going to be like, well, it's almost like, you probably don't see it like this, the two different classes of people. If you're vaccinated or if you're unvaccinated, you have all these rights. If you are vaccinated...
That is what it is, so yep.
Early next year we'll be in the phase of chasing up people who haven't come forward to get their vaccination or have missed their bookings and so on. And I want every New Zealander to come forward, but human behaviour suggests that there will be some people that we have to actually really go out and look for. But I can't say that, you know, that we're not going to have some hesitant people or some people who just haven't come forward that we don't have to go out and find next year. If New Zealanders come forward and get their vaccinations and we don't have to chase people, if we find that people aren't coming forward and we have to go out and chase people, then that's one of the things that will slow this down.
If you were to say what is the most important measure in the health system, over the last 3 years we've had some of the lowest excess mortality in the world.
New Zealand's average excess death mortality rate over the period 2020 to 2023 is around 20%. Which is one of the worst rates in the world. For the Minister of Health to state the opposite is a blatant lie. New Zealand has one of the worst excess death mortality rates in the world, ranging from 10% to 30% over the 2020 to 2023 period, with an average excess death rate around 20%. These figures are horrific. For the Minister of Health to state the opposite is a blatant lie.
It would have been much easier for everybody involved if Jacinda Ardern and Chris Hipkins decided to do the right thing and be fronting the public when they were asked to.
I don't think it's unreasonable to show up for an hour or two and actually give your side of the story for the posterity of the nation.
More deaths in New Zealand having been high for, again, all of 2021 and all of 2022. So sadly, a lot of people dying in New Zealand, more than we would expect. These are significant numbers of excess deaths.
I think many people around New Zealand are frustrated and angry that they got a lot of government policy being forced on them, but they're not seeing those people front up.
I would have thought that they have a public duty for the power they wielded and their demonstrated predilection for public attention, which they've gone after day during the pandemic, to front up now.